Greetings and felicitations. Hip hip hurrah. And yes, Mr. Spock, it is pronounced tally ho. Welcome everyone to, well, it's Sunday. It's time to kick back and talk about some things. And gonna have to do it a little solo today though. Yvette's still feeling quite a little bit poorly, so I told her to rest in bed, drink plenty of fluids, and whatever the doctors tell her to do. So I just got to thinking instead of doing the paranormal stuff we normally do on Sundays, we'll just kind of chew the fat about some things, movies, a little bit of politics, whatever. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys are asking, what makes this crazy Texan tick? So it'll be kind of free game today. Just to welcome everybody, I see Sharky Sharkums is with us today. Hello, Sharky. It's more than commentary. It'll be a little interactive, so you can kind of pelt me with questions and I'll see how I can answer them. And we've got Resolute Germ saying hello. Hey, how you doing, Resolute? Words and pictures, the man himself. All the little trivia information and facts on all the movies as we watch them. That's words and pictures. And yes, Resolute, I got monetized. It took me long enough. You know, I started out, this was just something fun to do. And then you get to looking at it. I could do something with this. Maybe YouTube will let me make a couple of bucks. So here we are on the raggedy edge. You, me, and Resolute and Sharky. And we're just gonna talk, chew the fat, whatever. So I guess you could start out a little bit about me. Probably some stuff maybe people know, maybe people don't. Uh, always been a movie and television fan, mostly movies. At least as I got older, as a kid, particularly, uh, teenage years, insomnia kicked in, and so there were times when I would sit up all night, couldn't sleep, and thankfully one channel or another ran old movies, old television shows late at night. So I could sit up, I could watch them, and a lot of the stuff, I became fond of, especially westerns, sci-fi, and low budget horror, and film noirs. Okay, which uh, later on became an interest of mine because I'm beginning to see that was really that particular point in Hollywood history, 40s into the 50s. That was a that had become like a real special time with the noirs. They were doing things dealing with subjects that you didn't really necessarily see in the major motion pictures. For instance, Humphrey Bogart Edward G. Robinson, James Cagney. We all know they played gangsters in early movies. But once they made big time, they did they did other roles. They got out of that gangster mode. But the they would still go back and do noirs, like Bogart with the Desperate Hours, or Cagney with White Heat. So and those movies became interesting to me. Plus, they deal with they would deal with some pretty hot, pretty heavy subject matter. Um, a woman gets pregnant and she sells a baby and tries to get the baby back, or drug addiction, like Frank Sinatra with The Man with the Golden Arm, and movies like that. That those begin to interest me. And then, of course, there's Star Wars, Star Trek. You know, everybody. You grew up with me, Star Trek primarily. Every day I remember trying to get home from school as fast as I could so I could catch Star Trek. He would get out of school at like 3:30, and Trek would be on like 4. So just rush home so I could see you know for the 100,000th time Kirk battling the Romulans in, oh, I can't even remember the name of the, you know the episode. But anyway, that's a little bit about me, I guess. Oh, one thing. Probably my first memory of a sci-fi movie was It, The Terror from Beyond. Now, I've shown the movie here on with a watch party, and as a kid, what I remember was watching this movie and then trying to explain it later that day to my father about these guys on a spaceship and this monster kept beating them up. And if you watch the movie, if you ever watch the movie, you'll see what I how that how that impression would stick with like a 4-year-old's brain. So I see JP's into the mix. How you doing, JP's? Oh, and I see you are a member as well as Resolute Germ. Thank you guys. And words and pictures. The 1940s, the decade films moved from black and white to color. Yeah, they did. Well, actually, color goes back to the silent era. And so sound, they could do sound and color in the 20s. The problem was the cost. So what happened by the 40s, they found a cheaper way to make color movies. And plus, since television was coming in, it was it was a plus to keep people going to the theaters. So, oh, okay. Oh, you got gifted. Oh, that is cool. Glad that you did, man. So anyhow, spread the news. Now with membership, okay, I'm still working out some things. So it's only one tier of membership now. So I will be expanding as I go get through things and figure out this and that and the other, and There'll be a swag shop. I got to figure all this stuff out, plan it out, and so it's coming now. Guess who's here? The sick girl. Everybody, good evening, everyone. I'm resting in bed, but I wanted to listen. Thanks for all the well wishes. I'm on the mend. Yeah, Yvette, you got a bunch of guys that want to give you a goodwill, a get well hug and kiss. And I'm at the top of the list. So get well soon. Now, you guys, what the hell do you want to know about me? What haven't I answered? I don't know. Tell me what's on everybody's mind, what you're thinking. What kind of movies do you want to see on the channel? What what have you liked? What have you disliked? When was I just a total butthead? Things like that. I'm going to open the floor to you guys. But can tell you now. I'll read this off now, but later on I'll put it in the community tab. The movies for this week. Okay, Monday is a premiere. It'll be the Phantom from 10,000 Leagues. So that's a premiere. So if you miss it Monday night, you can come back to the channel and watch it anytime. Wednesday night noir, The Desperate Hours from 1955. Humphrey Bogart plays a psychotic that's broken out of prison. Good movie. I hope you can come for that one. It is well worth it. I'm a Bogart fan, trust me. And on Friday, another um, premiere, The Assassin. That is a movie. I found this movie a few months ago. Watched it a couple of times. It's pretty good. It's a made for TV. I'm not going to give you a synopsis or anything. You got to watch the movie. It's good. It's fun. I think you'll like it. And then on Saturday, and you can get ready for this one, Miss Yvette. I think you'll be able to find it on YouTube. If not, you may have to watch it on the tiny tube. But The Devil's Reign from 1975. I will tell you this movie, it's a William Shatner movie. Okay. William Shatner, Ernest Borgnine. And I'm going to leave it at that for right now because I want I want Yvette to be able to, if she's well enough, to experience this in its fullness. Shatner overacting, it's great. Okay, so JP's, yeah, a Shat movie. They're good. Trust me, you'll like this one. And Resolute. I like the cheesy, low budget sci fi movies from the 70s and 80s. Need more of those. I've got some. I just got to work them in at, whether they're going to be premieres or watch parties. Now, I will tell you, since YouTube is getting kind of fickle, more than likely they will be watch parties. It's becoming, you know, I'm in a battle with them now over a silent movie that should be public domain. I know it's public domain. It was released in 1925. It's way past 95 years old. but somebody's claiming it, and it's you gotta wait 30 days and all of this. I mean, so chances are the majority of movies will be watch parties. The old ones, the new ones, the good ones, the bad ones. So, oh yeah, okay. Run Away from the 80s. I have that movie, JP's. I do. And it will be shown. Trust me on that. And actually, I liked that movie. I liked Gene Simmons as the villain in that. I think he should have played more villains in his acting career. And that was one of Kirstie Alley's first movies too, I believe. So, and there's this. Words and Pictures is agreeing with Resolute, huh? You both like the 70s and 80s cheese. Well, I've got quite a load of those. So movies like oh, the one I can't, no, I'm not gonna give that in. Well, Cherry 2000. Uh, Another one would probably be Space Hunter, Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, I've got quite a few of them. You got to pull them out, dress them up, get them ready, and look for them as a lot of them. Just look for them as to be premiere. I mean, watch parties. Oh, yeah, I figured it would be. Oh yeah, it would be in their movie section. Yeah. So yeah, everybody. So get ready. That's Saturday's movie. You know, and if you want to watch it a little ahead of time, so you can throw the jokes in with me. Feel free to. That makes the watch party more fun. So yeah, okay. And you see that event, Devil's Reign, it's free on YouTube. You might want to watch it a little bit. It's cheesy 70s horror. You know, it kept William Shatner in food for until the motion picture came out. So words and pictures. Yeah, YouTube has been getting dumber and dumber. I've been copying some of the more hard to come by stuff. Yeah, yeah. If you can do that, and another source for movies is archive.org. Uh, Words and Pictures reminded has been constantly reminding me of that. I just would forget about the site, and I've had it bookmarked for years. I just stopped going there for some strange reason. Uh, Now, JPR PH1 just passing through to leave a like. Hey man, don't forget now we do movies and stuff Wednesday nights, Saturday nights. You're welcome to come by. Don't be a stranger. Now, okay. So what else, people? What's on everybody's mind? Maybe the election? Nah, let's not get into politics. Y'all will start boycotting me. Okay, John Travolta was in what? Words. Was he in no, he couldn't have been. Was he in Devil's Reign? I can't remember. Anywho, so tell you what, oh, he was okay, yeah, he was in. I don't remember seeing him but well, it's been a while since I've seen the movie. Got Killer Tomatoes cartoon recently copied in pretty bad shape, but mostly watchable. Any advice? I don't know how I don't know how to do that. Resolute. Normally, what I do is I've got some movies I have a bad copy of. I just look around. Somebody on YouTube or either archive.org has got a better copy of it. And until you just keep that copy until you find a better one. That's what I've been doing. So I tell you what, I'm going to open this up, I guess. So here's the link. If anybody wants to join me, feel free. I know all of you guys. So I guess I won't have to worry about somebody doing something stupid this time. And we can talk movies, sports. Let's not talk politics. I mean, politics would get me banned off of all of my social media. Well, you know what? Maybe you can ask LDG. He may know of how to clean it up. Because I- I've never done that. DJ Mr. Joe, welcome. We're just kicking back, chewing the fat, you know, talking about this and that, whatever. Guys want to ask me some questions, you can ask. Trying to see what's what with you guys. And keeping things going. So anyway, the other day I was watching some stuff about it. To me, it looks like people are going back to physical media. I know how some people in the our little community feel about that. I will tell you that physical media is the way to go. Just okay, there's storage issues, fine. Choosy about what you buy and what you collect. Resolute. Hey, buddy.
How you doing, Mr. Lundell?
Oh, I'm peachy. How about yourself?
Other than being busy all the time, not too bad.
So, what's on your mind?
Not a lot, but like mainly how you run down most of the stuff that you find.
Uh, I'm just looking different places. You know, archive.org. Searching around on YouTube, and sometimes I'll just buy physical media. You still got dollar bins of DVDs at like thrift stores, but that's changing because people are starting to buy that stuff up again. They're tired already of what streaming is doing. So
Yeah,
you just look around. That's all I do. Pawn shops. I mean, you can usually find them at pawn shops. Brogu, my friend, how's everything? Oh yeah, we all love physical media. And
yeah, definitely.
one thing though, don't let people get on that disc rot thing. That only happened to one particular studio. They were dealing with one particular vendor, and he had bad stuff. That's why those discs rotted out. They were all like MGM, I think. So if it's not MG, if it's not MGM, chances are it'll last a long time. Online auctions from house clearances. I stay away from online auctions unless it's eBay, and it's one or two people that I'm familiar with. Otherwise, it can you don't know what you're getting. At least that's been my experience. Oh, DJ, you focusing on vinyl? Well, I've got some vinyl too. I've got quite a bit. You know that from some of the other places you and I frequent on YouTube. I'm a vinyl guy myself. I'm more I'm a total collector when it comes to vinyl. I'm not flipping it like most of these guys. So I can Frankenstein an album if it comes to it. Oh,
Yeah, vinyl has hold up surprisingly well over the years. I know the collection my mom had, even though she's been dead like 3 years and it's just sitting there, they're all
yeah,
still very playable. This stuff, most
yeah.
of it's
It
older than I am.
yeah. It depends on how you treat it. I've got I've got some I've got some that I've had since I was a teenager, and they got kind of roughed up because I was a teenager. But
Yeah,
but then I've got other things that are just pristine, especially classical people that collected classical records. They really took fucking care of it. Okay, and this is from the cheap stuff all the way up to the expensive uh, sets of classical music on vinyl. And a hard question: what's my all-time favorite vinyl? Huh? It's probably the vinyl I don't have. uh, if I could get uh, box cello suites by oh god, what's his name? The cellist, not Yo-Yo Ma, not not Stoica. It'll come to me. uh, Casals, because everyone says that his rendition, his interpretation of Bach's cello suites is supposed to be definitive. But I like Yo-Yo Ma's six. He did. He's done the cello suites a bunch of times. He's got one set this, of all six of them. Let me hold on. This the six evolutions. To me, this when it comes to Bach's cello suites is definitive. But I mean that's uh, a personal taste, I think. Yeah. DJ. My favorite vinyl is a Zeri jazz record from the oh really from the oh so that has to be rare then because you know the Soviets looked at jazz as too decadent and Brogu, my all-time favorite vinyl that I have, is probably the first Van Halen self-titled album that came out in the late 70s. That album turned me on to rock music. Oh, really? Well, okay. I was kind of into rock with bands like um, Molly Hatchet or another one would have probably been Leonard Skinner, bands like that. Southern, the Southern rock bands. They were much more fun and kind of a country flavor to them, but still true to the blues. Okay, okay, Yvette. Don't forget, Mr. Lundell has his birthday on August 31st. I've got 3 DVDs for him. Just can't get out to post them yet, so they'll be a little late. Well, thank you for remembering my birthday. It's not the timing, it's the thought that counts. Horror of Frankenstein, Dr. Jacket, Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Oh, okay. That was okay. Now, I've been looking for Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde. Okay, because and that will be a Saturday watch party movie. Okay. And you'll understand why when you see them when everybody sees the movie, especially when he starts doing things. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay, and Led Zeppelin. Yeah, Zeppelin 4. I never got into Zeppelin. I'm just going to have to sit down, I guess, listen to some Zeppelin tracks one of these days and see what the big fuss about those guys was. I
Uh,
just,
they're they're okay, but I was always more for like Pink Floyd, Black
yeah.
Sabbath.
Oh yeah, I am a Floyd fan, so don't be surprised if you see the wall one Saturday if Yvette can stand it. And Jeff, how you been?
Hey Jeff,
We just We're just kicking back, talking for a little while. Yvette's under the weather, so we're not gonna do any paranormal or anything. We'll wait till she's better, so she can talk about it and probably get ill again. Uh, but I guess one going back to what Yvette is asking me about all-time favorite vinyl. Thinking about it a little bit. Let's go with shit. I've got all nine of Beethoven's symphonies, London recordings. Okay, from Britain. They've got the red. They've got the red label, and they've got the the little sticker on them. Box set. Sir George Solti conducting the Chicago Symphony Orchestra. Yeah. When I want to listen to Beethoven, that's the go-to. Even though I've got quite a few other things by him. I'm always pulling that box set out. It usually starts with probably number six, number eight, number seven. Those are probably my favorite symphonies. Oh, and yeah, okay. Now, who you have to thank for the memberships is Thomas. He went nuts uh, yesterday. He became a member and he put out some serious memberships. So everybody has probably got a membership that's turned on the notification where you can accept them. And if you can, everybody turn it on. You know, it's like 50 of them, so don't let them go to waste. Some especially rare classical are at the top of this. Yeah, and that's one thing I started I have not done is I started to put my collection on Discogs. I only put one or two on there and then I stopped. Yeah, I got busy with other things, so maybe I'll do that since I'm going to have free time now. But now movies, everybody. What movies have I not shown that you think you would like? I probably have them already. I just got to look them up and get them ready. And if not, I know where to get them, probably for free. And it's great if Yvette has not seen them so she can critique them. Oh, yeah, that's right. Brogu Words and Pictures uh, donated your membership. The Words and Pictures donated like four or five, and Thomas went nuts and threw 50 of them out there. So I don't know what is everybody thinking about? Come on, chill with a super chat of $5. Thank you so much, kind lady. I I like just got monetized the other day, so I just, so this is really, really new. Thank you for joining. You know, thank you for the $5 super chat. If you're not subscribed to Anti Derivative Jill, you're missing out. So subscribe to Jill. She does some of the stuff I do, you know, but she just, and some things you missed that I've done, she's done. She's probably doing. She's good on Star Trek. What you you're like what now with Star Crash? I think that's what you're doing right now. Which one? A science fiction movie called Star Crash. Yeah, they did like three of them, Brogu, and it was they're all like Italian Star Wars. Yeah, and so and I've got them. I've got at least one of them, and I've done a premiere of it. But let me look. I think I've got like three of them. So, oh, the one with that one I don't have with Carolyn Monroe, and that one I don't have. I've been trying to find it. It's crazy. It's crazy to try to find a copy of it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's one of the worst movies made. but but I'm looking. It's on the list. I'm looking for it, and when I get it, I'm going to dedicate it to you. Oh, Jill's doing For All Mankind. Oh, past. Oh, past tense from DS9. That's one of my favorite DS9 episodes. Second only to In the Pale Moonlight. So I'm gonna I'm gonna try to make it for that one, Jill. That's one of the great DS9, one of the great period of the entire franchise. It's one of the great episodes. Yeah. Oh, and Jill, sometimes I enjoy a bad sci-fi movie if it's the good kind of bad. Yeah, that's what I try. That's what I try to put out. I find the really bad ones, but they're good. Like a fantasy movie, The Sword and the Sorcerer. Okay, it's a good movie, but it's cheeky. It's got the cornballness to it. But I have it on Blu-ray and I love it. And I love to just put it in sometimes and you know, watch this guy, with the swagger, and swinging the big sword is fun. And I remember my brothers and I going to the movie theater to watch Star Crash. It was in the late '70s, and it was trying to cash in. Yeah, a lot of, especially the Italian sci-fi movies, tried to cash in on Star Wars. Yeah, yeah, and it is a crap ton of them out there. I've got a few of them, and I'm gonna have to like go through my database and physical collection and pull them out. And Oh, Rocky Horror Picture Show is, yeah, is so bad it's good. Sort of, kind of, I would say, but I mean, I'm not too much into musicals, Jeff. Especially, in fact, I only like two musicals. I will admit to. That is The Music Man and Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. After that, I could care less about musicals. They just, I mean, but if enough people twist my arm, maybe I'll do Rocky Horror. Yes, right, Jeff. 1 week to go to September, and then what happens? Okay, my favorite film is another Soviet deal. Alexander Pushkov's Sword and the Dragon. Yeah, is that the one that I can't stand? Uh, it's one fan. It's a fantasy film, right? I think I've seen it. I'm not sure. I'll have, and if I've seen it, I probably have it. I gotta look and see. It's been a couple of weeks or months since I really just sat down and gone through everything to list out what I'd like to show. Nemesis. Uh, I don't have Nemesis. I'm gonna have to look for it. Check it out. So, oh, absolutely. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. No, I cannot show Killer Clowns from Outer Space, though I'd love to. I don't think that would set too well with Yvette. She's like got these phobias, and I do not want to upset her. She's my friend. You know, I highly respect her. So I'll just clowns, dolls, puppets. Which I mean, I got some great. I got this great Mexican horror movie about puppets, but I can't. I can't do a watch party of it. It would upset her. But, okay, found Star Crash with Hasselhoff on DVD. Added to the. Okay, you're spoiling the gift, but thank you anyway. And look, young lady, don't go broke. Okay, you're in England. I'm in Dallas. I mean, the postage is gonna be a motherfucker. So just thank you though. I appreciate it greatly. Just don't go overboard yet. Uh, and Star Trek Day, September 8th. Canada Star Trek Day is September 6th. That'll be on a Friday. I have to figure out what to stream. Okay. Oh, okay. Star Trek Day. Ooh, okay. I may have to do something too if I can remember. Because I've shied away from doing too much of the Star Trek, and I've done no Star Wars because they've just destroyed the franchises with this newfangled stuff. And I like to keep the original stuff as pristine in my mind as possible. And yeah, oh yeah, DJ, Mexican horror flicks are great. No, well, I'm talking movies like the mummy, the Aztec mummy versus uh, the masked wrestler, and they did one where it was these female wrestlers. They were fighting off some type of Aztec creatures, and this Mexican wrestler that wore a mask, Mills Maskers, he did one where he was fighting vampires. I've got the movies, okay? Yeah. And mummy films got quite a few of them too, especially all of the ones that came out of Universal. Those were the best ones.
Those are the older ones, right? Not Brendan Fraser mummies.
Yeah, well, I like the Brendan Fraser, the first two Brendan Fraser movies. When they went into China, that was a little bit too much. But yeah, I mean, the first Mummy. I mean, I've shown it. We've done a watch party on it, and I haven't shown the second one. Been meaning to. Going to have to do that. And Gustav Holst, The Planets. Yeah, that's those are fun symphonies. And I wonder what news. I wonder what news we will get September 6th on Star Trek Day. Hopefully that they're shutting down, Daniel.
Yeah,
They
that'd be for the best.
they've messed. Look. Okay, you're the young guy here. They've ruined Star Trek so badly. Okay, they've shown no respect for the fan base that that franchise has generated. They're trying to draw in people that don't watch it. Okay, and they're constantly losing money trying to stream this crap. And they just need to stop. Leave it alone. Maybe 15 years from now, somebody can come along and do something different with it.
But in all reality, I'm pretty sure they have an extended trailer for that Section 31.
Oh, that's right. That crap is still out there, isn't it? Well, I'm not gonna support it. So yeah, that's an idea, Brogu. That's what ran through my mind. Showing the motion picture, even though I'm the only one probably that likes the motion picture. uh, so go bowling. Oh, if they just stop with, I mean they've ruined the franchise so badly. I mean, yeah, 15 years. It Daniel, it'll take that long just to clear just to clear people's palate. I'll be like, oh my God, I'll be in my 70s, but I'll be there for the premiere of the movie, okay, or the TV show as a diehard fan. Yeah. Well, Resolute Section 31 was already made, so they'll probably release it. But maybe Starfleet Academy can be halted. But oh my, ah, Starfleet. Look, I mean, that is such okay. A show about Starfleet Academy is dumber than a show about Section 31. Okay, you know, they cannot put this stuff in its proper context. Okay, if Section 31, okay, it pops up every now and then. You saw it in Deep Space Nine. You saw a little bit of it in Enterprise. Fine, okay, it makes sense. But a whole series about or a movie about Section 31. Why? I mean, we're dealing with people that don't know what they were getting at when they came up with Section 31 in the first place. And then they just want to run with it. Okay. Just Jesus. I mean, I
Yeah.
wish I wish I was I wish I had Donald Trump's money. I would buy this. I would buy uh, Paramount just to fire these dumbasses. Huh. Okay, but I
Yeah.
digress.
But Jill, it is mostly made, but it's better use as a tax write off. Just burn it and write it
Yeah,
off.
do it like they did Batgirl. You know, nobody will ever see it. And words and pictures. As we're doing Star Trek, I have a Doctor Who thing, but Yvette's not on. I'll wait for next time. Well, okay. Now we if heck, I could probably do a little Doctor Who myself. I've got I've got I've got some William Hartnell on DVD that I pirated. So if you like William Hartnell, we could, the early Doctor, we could probably do some stuff like that. Go back to 76 Tyler's Lane. Uh, and what's this? As okay, Jeff. Post Voyager and pretend New Trek never happened. Uh, now Enterprise is a worthy addition to the Trek franchise. Everything after Enterprise is garbage. Okay, that's the movies they tried, especially the movies they tried to do. Okay, someone gave me Star Trek 2009 as a gift. I watched it one time. It now sits in the DVD rack, never to be touched again. I mean,
That's
come on.
awful generous.
I mean,
My
I
copy's
mean,
balancing my desk.
no, I have too much respect for a DVD. One of these days, I think I can give it to some poor, deserving orphan or something. So I might as well keep it decent. I mean, let's face it. You make Kirk a thug and Spock a mama's boy, and you don't think I'd notice? Come on. Yeah, that's just it. Uh, Jill, they don't care about they don't care about that kind of stuff. Yeah, they just see themselves as writers, and it's science fiction, and anything is possible in science fiction, even though you keep telling them no, it's not, because you have to follow the rules that have been set forth in the the universe, and they don't know how to do that because they've not watched a single minute of any Star Trek. I mean, you could just sit and watch two or three of the original cast movies and get an understanding of the entire Trek universe. But they won't do that. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I think it's a little more fundamental than that in most places. I have some friends with kids in school, and their creative writing that they're being taught now, story structure and world building are not part of it. They've completely gone away from that, and it's just, oh yeah, this is fantasy, this is sci-fi or whatever. You can put whatever you want, and it's legitimate.
well, okay, that's how you build a sci-fi franchise. You build the world. Okay,
Yeah, they're
you don't.
explicitly taught not to do that, though.
I mean, look at Doom. Okay, that's a beautiful example of world building. If you have to read the books now, the movies, even though Villeneuve has done good stuff with the movies, you have to read the books to understand that universe. To realize what happened, why things are the way they are, so forth and so on. You just don't sit down and start at you know open up WordPad and start beating out a story. It don't work like that. I mean, God, I mean, they don't teach them the world build. No wonder,
Nope.
no wonder
It's
shit's crap. I mean,
it's assumed they know what you're going for, and that you are wasting time with background like world building.
you can't do it without. You can't do it without building the world. Okay.
Preferably, they is from what I'm told is preferred that you ground your story in reality, so that any leaps in logic are few and far between, and the reader can make those leaps on their own and understand intuitively what you're going for.
That's why you build the world, so you don't have those leaps. You don't have to worry about those leaps. You know where the character, you know what's in front of the character, what
Yeah,
he or she has to deal with.
yeah. It's intentionally squashing any type of creative thought or trying to interpret the world more than what it is right in front of you.
Yeah.
They
Oh,
don't want these
event.
people to be able to imagine something different than the basic hellscape they're being fed right now.
Huh. Okay. We've got a generation of morons, and they're going to be novelists. Oh, an event. Let's all get cross about the latest Snow White. What about it? I haven't
Oh,
seen
that
it.
they released that teaser trailer. It did not go as well as they thought. They thought they fixed it.
Oh, the one where the chick was bitching about it being creepy that she would get kissed. That's all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then they replaced the seven diversity hires with the seven acid flashbacks.
uh, uh, I mean, what? I mean, just that was okay. Well, Walt Disney's turning is spinning in his grave right now. He's got to be. Uh, you think Trick didn't become woke until 2017? No, it became woke in 2009. Okay,
Yeah.
with that move with them trying to remake the movie. Okay, it's woke all over that movie, and it's the mindset of 20 somethings nowadays. When he okay, he get when Kirk gets his ass beat in the bar, and what's his name convinces him to join the academy, and he says he'll be a captain in 4 years. It don't work like that. Okay, you don't just come out of school barely knowing how to wear the uniform and end up captaining a ship. Why they did that is beyond me. When they when they could have shown him doing stuff at the academy, jumped when he was on his first assignment, this, that, and the other, and then finally when he got a chance to be in that movie, when he got a chance to actually captain the ship, which the Enterprise was his first command. It would have made more sense to do it like that. Okay. Words and pictures. I like both new and old Snow White. Old Snow White adventure romance. All lived happily ever after. New Snow White. An angry Karen feminist doesn't get kissed and dies in a slow rotting death on a slab. Oh yeah. Is that what really happened? I don't know. I stay away from fairy tales, especially the chick that was playing Snow White. She was just like, okay, look at her like, y'all gave a part to this bitch. That's what I was.
Well, she knew who to kneel in front of to get a primo role.
No,
She followed
evidently,
the Kamala Harris method of career advancement.
well, evidently, it didn't work.
I don't know. She still got a paycheck.
Okay. And Brogu, this young generation never actually played as a child. Playing causes you to use your imagination. As you get older and grow up, your mind has been trained to be imaginative and learn how to create. Uh, Probably. Never thought about it like that. That's right, though.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, that's right. I guess you need a modicum of imagination to to be able, yeah, you need to be able to write. And, all my blue state young relatives are simps. The red state kids are not sitting around on their phones and are taking over. Well,
Can we import some of those red
that's a
state
good
kids up
that's a
here?
good thing. That's a good thing. I live in a red state. So maybe there's hope for humanity yet. But see, it's gotta start at one point and spread out. So it's like ripples in a pond. Uh,
Yeah, we need some of that to break through the Cascade Mountains over here.
oh, well, It starts with who you elect on your city council.
We have an open socialist and two all but socialists in name.
Mhm. You also have to accept law enforcement. Yes, you do. So that's your major problem right there, Resolute. Uh,
Yeah. They can't hire law enforcement to save their damn life after what they did up here.
yeah, I know.
Damn near 6 figure guaranteed in the first 5 years. They can't get anyone to bite.
No, but because I mean, you arrest some guy, and then 6 weeks later he sues you.
Yeah.
You can't blame him. That's why the older directors that created movies like Star Wars, Star Trek, Indiana Jones, movies like that, learn how to use your imagination. This group of Gen Z people don't know how to imagine. Well, you guys gave them participation trophies, okay? So don't get mad at us. And actually, Brogu, you can go back further than Lucas and what's his face. You go back to people like Alfred Hitchcock, Ida Lupino. Those were directors. But we digress. So, yeah, yeah, Brogu. Terrible Star Wars shows, terrible Star Trek shows, terrible Marvel movies. I firmly believe that this modern generation doesn't understand how to be creative. Well, I wouldn't blame it all on not playing as children because, okay, especially with Marvel, all you got to do is pick up a comic book. Okay, like they want to do now, they want to do a Fantastic Four movie. All you do is, okay, for the origin story, the very first Fantastic Four comic book. That's where the origin starts. Take that book. That's the script. Everything you need is right there. Take that book and turn it into a movie, word for word, page for page, and people will like it.
Yeah, most likely, but
Yeah,
ain't no chance in hell that they're going to do that.
I know they're gonna have somebody's gonna have to be gay, and I'm sorry if I stepped on anybody's toes, but or if one of them's not gay, they have to be what's the word bi whatever that is. What is
Non-binary,
non-binary? I mean,
non-binary, trans, person of color,
yeah, I mean they got to.
the
Well,
fan
they
four
tried.
stick storm family.
Sony tried that and screwed up big time. Okay, let's just be honest. you know, it just did not look good. The Human Torch as a brother, that just did not look good. Okay, I don't know what they were thinking. You know, the only decent, well, no, not even Ben Grimm. They screwed him up.
Oh yeah, the CGI on that was horrible.
Yeah. Well, I mean, well, that plus, okay, I mean, some guy just walks into the room where he is and gives him this 15-minute speech, and he just goes, "Okay." Yeah, no, that's not being. He no, no. What were they thinking? I mean, okay, yes, Yvette, yeah. I don't want to go there. I don't want to get you in trouble with your prime minister, and Bobby's knocking on the door. So we'll leave that so where we can discuss and argue it like privately. I don't, because they throwing y'all in jail for criticizing them now. So I don't want to see
Yeah.
you locked up, baby. We're gonna leave that one alone for now. Underground, we can all day long. But yeah, yeah. See, even words. I, see, see, you guys should have voted for Farage. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. And Mr. Joe.
Somehow they downgraded the cast from Fan Four Stick. Joseph Quinn is your new Human Torch. The little squirrely boy from Stranger Things.
Oh, really? I hadn't been paying attention. I mean, you know, they beat Marvel to death. I mean, first off, they tried to make too many movies, and so it went bad quick because all they were looking at was, $1 billion, $1 billion, $1 billion, when they weren't making, when they weren't doing, what it took. And the same with Star Wars. They tried to make the goal was to make a Star Wars movie every year.
Yeah, it's a little bit too ambitious.
That was stupid. Okay. And Brogu is with you. He's not liking the lineup for Fantastic Four either. I'm gonna wait, okay, and it'll be on streaming or the high seas if it's worth it. I'll look at it there, somewhere in the Caribbean with a bottle of rum, and and I'll take it from there. But something's telling me it's bad. It's gonna be terrible. Wayne, good afternoon, sir. Oh yeah, we're just kicking around, chewing the fat, talking about movies, whatever, any the types of movies you'd like to see me do, stuff like that. And I've got some ideas. Brogu wants to see uh, Italian Star Wars movies. I've got a few of them. I got to pull them out, blow the dust off of them, and get them ready so Brogu can have some fun. Uh, I may do some. Well, I'm doing noirs now on Wednesdays. So, and then I'm going to stick some westerns in there too. I love my westerns, and I'll be sure to let everybody know when I show Tombstone. So, and words and pictures. Where is my? Who is that for? Oh, okay. So Okay. It's like the other day, me watching Alien Romulus. The cinematography of the movie was great. The only issue I had was that the actors in the movie seemed like a bunch of teenagers running around. Well, it
Not too far off. They're all very young and very cheap.
uh-huh.
Judging by the accents, very Cockney.
Oh, so is it worth the watch?
I couldn't get through it.
Oh, okay. Because I mean now, I'll be totally honest with you. For me, Alien, Aliens, and in a pinch, the third. After that, forget it. In my opinion, because in the third one, remember Ripley killed herself to stop that alien queen from being born that was inside her. Good enough, okay, perfect. You know, to me that that was the series, that trilogy. Good enough.
Yeah.
You know, all that crap they did with Winona Ryder and please, and then yeah, I mean just oh god, what they've been doing. You know, Alien versus Predator, and uh,
Good comics doesn't translate to movies.
yeah, LDG, the man.
Hey, LDG.
That's right. And you are in the minority here. Everybody likes physical media.
Well, what do you expect? If he could, he'd turn himself into digital media.
Yeah. Oh, the black. Oh, okay. The Black Western with Fred Williamson. I've got like let me see, Boss. I keep I the one you're thinking about where he somebody he went after this gang that killed his mother. Okay, I've got that one. Take a hard ride. I've got like four black westerns and a couple of spots thanks to words and pictures where I think I can get one or two more. So yeah, I can do yeah, hey, you know, uh, I can do the black exploitation stuff. I've got a few, and I can get it. I can get more. That's right, boss. N word. That's right. I got. I remember seeing that one, Wayne, at the drive-in. Okay, back when there still were drive-ins. So yeah, Brogu, Alien and Aliens are the best too. Yeah, because you go from horror, the first one, Alien, that's a horror movie. Aliens is sci-fi. So the third one, it was good. The third one is where they should have ended it, in my opinion. All that other mess they did, why? You know, oh, you were okay. You were enjoying Sugar Hill, but your computer locked up. Uh, archive.org. Uh, you can find a copy of it there. Uh, and let's see. I've got okay, yeah, I've got the two Blackula movies. I got to show all that. Okay, bro, go. It's like with the Terminator franchise. Terminator and Terminator 2 were the best. The others not so much. Well, I don't know. With Terminator, okay, the first two, then you've got Rise of the Machines and the one with the fourth one with Christian Bale.
Yeah,
After that,
Salvation.
Salvation. After that, it's when Terminator went off the rails. They they they,
Uh,
they tried, the what was it? Genesis. They killed off Connor. Why?
yeah, that made no sense.
That was stupid. You kill
I
him, you destroy the future. And then this other one where they kill him off again, but he's a kid, and it's I am woman, hear me roar. I'm like the F. I mean, no. That's why if you go back when we were pitching movies, that's why I came up with the movie pitch for to rejuvenate the Terminator franchise that I did. If you want a female hero, that's how you put one in there. The way I the way I did that pitch. Okay. Words and pictures. Mr. Lundell's groovy movies shows feels like the new drive-in cinema for me. We're all collectively watching a film while still in our own space, like being in a car watching a movie. Oh, okay. Huh. Never thought of it that way. But I guess, yeah, you could say this is like drive-ins. After Terminator Salvation, it definitely went off the rails. That was unwatchable. Yeah, it was. Yeah. And Wayne Butler in Terminator Salvation, John Connor was supposed to lead the rebellion on Washington, D.C., the last stronghold of Skynet, and it didn't happen. Oh, huh. Well, see, that can all be remedied. Remember, go back to the pitch I made. See, all of that can be all remedied in like a narration at the beginning. You get Sarah Connor voice to do a voiceover to 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 narrate what happened from that to that up to that point, and then you go into the movie I was pitching. It was Hollywood. If you're listening, damn it, write that stuff down. It'd make a great movie, and somebody would actually make some money. The Sex Files, Alien Erotica, and Alien Erotica Part Two. Huh. uh, I don't know about those. There, I mean, unless unless we get more ladies that want to watch, naughty movies. Yeah, Wayne is absolutely right. We never had that great final battle with the humans fighting the Terminators. My movie, my movie pitch gives you that. The final battle. Think about it. Go back and listen to it. You'll see what I mean. It'll be great. Just see if you can get somebody to do the movie. So, oh boy, okay, we've been going for. We got 8 people watching, and got 8 people in YouTube. We've been going for like an hour and a half, and I'm starting to get a little bit raspy in the vocal cords. So, soon as Resolute gets back, we're gonna wrap this up. But so, tell me, everybody, what do you think of things so far with the channel? I know Rogu wants to see more Italian Star Wars movies. Uh, and I think Words and Pictures is in favor of that himself. Okay, I can definitely do that. I can definitely do the 70s and 80s camp stuff. I got quite a few of them. They'll be great for uh, probably mostly watch. I'm I've been thinking most going more to watch parties so that I don't have to fuss and fight with YouTube over people holding copyright over things that are you know already in public domain. So, but Resolute, getting ready to wrap it up. What you got
Yep.
coming?
I do the watch parties for Andromeda on Tuesdays, Nerd Night panel on Thursdays, and Saturday morning cartoons. We have the pull for the cartoons in the community tab every week.
Yeah, and your channel is Resolute Germ, right?
Yeah,
That's okay. So make a note of that. I'm sure none of these guys are even subscribed to you. If you like you the cartoons, these are like 80s, right? Mid to early, well, yeah, mid to late
80s
80s.
and 90s.
Yeah, okay. When I
And
was
I do
two,
take suggestions for the poll.
yeah. So join Resolute's channel. Get there with him. If you like those, 80s and 90s cartoons. I was a grown up by then, so I can't publicly admit to watching any of them, though I did. But if you like that, join up. Get him monetized too, like you helped me. So with that, all right, thank you, Words and Pictures. I love it here, Mr. Londale. Really enjoy being here with you all. I'm glad that you're here, man. You know, it's great meeting guys like you, and it's one thing we all have a love for movies, and it seems like we have a love for the really bad, cheesy movies, which is even better. So, with that, everybody, let's warm well get warm good get well wishes for Miss Yvette, and hopefully she'll be ship shape and Bristol fashion for Saturday. And I want to thank Resolute for jumping in and adding to the conversation. This has been fun.
Glad to be here.
Everybody, watch some movies, be they good movies or bad movies. Jeff, watch some Wednesday night noir movies with me. Until next time, Mr. Lundale and Resolute Germ having everybody, telling everybody, have a good rest of your Sunday. And I hope next week is a great week for you. Until next time, goodbye.